Oh my god, like we did it, 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who joined the mayo war in my last video. I honestly didn't know that a jar of Kiletsky could cause such a scandal. But to be honest, reaching this milestone made me look back at my last 8 years here in Poland. When I first arrived from Peru, I looked at some of the things on the dinner table and I thought, there is no way I'm putting that thing in my mouth. But today, I'm officially a Janusz. I have the Biedronka app, I know what bread is the best, and my taste buds have completely changed. So today, on the Expat check-in, I'm sharing the 5 Polish foods I judged too quickly, and I actually love now. Or at least I can eat them and I like them, to be honest. And of course, that one food that after nearly a decade still feels like a culinary nightmare. If you're a Pole watching this, you're probably going to defend this food in the comments. If you're an expat, you probably know exactly which one I'm talking about. Before we dive into the list, you have to understand where I come from. In Peru, our food is literally an explosion of color. Bright yellow peppers, red onions, green cilantro, purple corn, and then I landed in Warsaw 8 years ago, almost 9 now. I looked at a plate of koteles schabowe, potatoes, and miseria. I was constantly looking for the spice. I was looking for the lime juice. I didn't realize Polish flavor isn't an explosion, it's a slow burn. It's about fermentation, fat, and comfort. So let's start with food number 1, ogórki kiszone, the rotten cucumber. To be honest, when I first saw it, I thought someone left a jar of pickles in the sun for too long. Why is the water cloudy? Why does it smell like a chemistry experiment? 8 years later, I don't drink the juice because that's a bit too much for me now still, but if you have a hangover, ogórki kiszone is the best, is your best friend. It's not a rotten cucumber. It's a probiotic masterpiece. It's kind of the Polish version of something that we call in Peru leche de tigre, which basically brings you back to life whenever you are hungover. For those who don't know, ogórki kiszone is basically pickles. In general, I'm not a big fan of pickles, but there are some ogórki kiszone that are quite good, and from time to time I can eat them. But when I first moved here, I was like, there's no way at all. And now they're quite tasty. So if you're a foreigner that just moved to Poland, go and try them out. Okay, so food number 2, Smalec, which basically I call it the white guacamole. The first time that I moved here, or the first time that I saw Smalec, I saw a bowl of white fat with bits of skin in it, and I thought, is this a prank? In Peru, we use lard to cook. We don't spread it on bread like Nutella. When we fry pork or some other kind of meats, we use the fat to fry it. But in Poland, they seem to use it as a spread on bread. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can eat that. That looks very interesting, and I was very judgy about it. Then I had it on a slice of fresh sourdough bread with a piece of apple and a pickle, and I quickly realized Smalec is just Polish guacamole. It's high calorie, high joy, and to be honest, if I see a bowl of Smalec at a wedding now, I'm the first one in line. Because if you don't know, in Polish weddings, there's always a Smalec and there's always Smalec and there's always bread. So you always spread it on your bread and it's quite tasty, to be honest. It's actually very tasty. Okay, so the food number 3, it's faruk, which basically it's cottage cheese. What? Cottage cheese? What the cottage fuck? Cheese. What the heck? In Poland, they eat a lot of that. Like, they eat it all the time. They eat it just by itself, which is something that you don't really do in Peru. And the first time that I saw it, it looked like dry chalk, you know? It didn't have salt. It wasn't like the queso fresco that we have in Peru, and I just didn't get it. But after many years in Poland, I learned the Warszawskie way, mixing it with radish, chives, and a bit of cream for breakfast. Now, my Peruvian high-protein heart loves it. It's literally the ultimate muscle fuel that actually tastes like a fresh Polish morning. And if you live in Poland, you will see that it's everywhere. They take it everywhere. They eat it with everything. And what was very surprising to me is like when you go to university or when you're at work and there's like a lunch break, they take like a whole plastic bowl of it and then just eat it like that sometimes. And like to see it how they mix it with radish and other things is just quite interesting because we don't really do that like at all in Peru. But now it grew on me and it's actually quite tasty and I do like it to eat it also by itself. So if you never try it, come to Poland and try the varu. Okay, and we have number 4, which is pierogi z owocami, which basically it's pierogi, like a Polish dumpling with fruits inside, which is like a sweet kind of food. In general, I'm not a big fan of sweet food, definitely a savory kind of food guy. And when I moved to Poland, I saw that they will sell them on the streets, like especially during summer, it's a big thing. You will see pierogi z owocami everywhere. And at first I was like, dumpling with fruit inside, which is sweet, and the dumplings are like, it's more like a pasta kind of texture. So I was like, in my head it was like pasta with fruit. That's so weird, and I never really tried it for a couple of years because I was like, nah, that's not for me. And in my head I was like, this is a dessert. Like if I tell my mom I'm eating strawberries with pasta for dinner, she's going to think I've lost my mind. And honestly, if anybody else, especially people from Italy, they hear that you're eating some kind of pasta with strawberries, they will be like, what are you doing? But then one of those years in Poland, it got to 35 degrees in Warsaw, and I realized that eating a heavy steak or lomo saltado, which is a Peruvian food, is impossible in this heat. But a cold plate of blueberry pierogi with sweet cream is the only thing that makes sense. It's the Latino summer survival food that I've never knew I needed. So trust me, if you're ever in Poland, try pierogi z owocami. It can be with strawberry, with plums, with blueberries, with raspberries, any kind of fruit that you imagine, it could be with that. And it's quite tasty. Like, I know that when you see it at first, it's quite interesting and it doesn't look very appealing to the eye, but trust me, once you try it, you'll like it. And I mean, I hope you do because it's quite good. I really like it. Then we have food number 5, which honestly, this blew my mind. It's something that I'm so glad that I try, and it's probably my favorite Polish dish ever. I could literally eat this every single day. And I'm talking about żurek, which basically the sour bread soup. When I first saw it, I was like, wait, you ferment bread to make a soup? And there's like a whole egg in there and sausage? It felt like a medieval potion, to be honest. And trust me, when you see how they serve the food, it's like a pot made out of bread. And then there's soup with, as I said, egg. Sometimes there's like potatoes in some regions of Poland, like mashed potatoes kind of thing. Sometimes there's like sausages, different kind of sausages, different colors, like white sausage and the regular one. It's an interesting kind of soup. But to be honest, this is now my favorite soup in the world. The smoke from the sausage, the sourness of the rye, it has the same soul as a good sopa criolla in Peru. It's literally the ultimate comfort. If I move away from Poland, this is the first thing I'll cry about, and this is the first thing I will definitely miss, because trust me, you need to try żurek. It's really good, especially when it's warm and when it's cold. It's just like a hug to your soul. It's just amazing. I wish I could know how to make it, but I'm not Polish and I don't know how to. So if you're Polish and you want to teach me, please teach me. I would love to go back to my country and make it for my parents or my family or friends, because it's actually that good. Like, I was really surprised, and it's my all-time favorite Polish dish. And finally, we have the one dish that I cannot eat until this date. This dish is called galaretka, and trust me, it doesn't sound as bad as it looks. It's a dish that I've never been able to try since I moved here. The first time I saw it, I was like, what in the world is that? Like, are you what? Like, I just, sometimes I try not to judge because I live in Poland and I know that Polish people can be offended, but like, it's very hard when you see that. And if you don't believe me, go on Google and type galaretka, which is Galaretka. And galaretka sounds like jelly in Polish. And it's literally jelly. Like, it's like, just imagine that you're making a soup with chicken or even with fish. and then you put jelly kind of thing on it, or I don't even know how it becomes that consistency like jelly, but they serve it like jelly, you know. It's like it wiggles, and it's like I don't know. I will put some pictures here because I don't even know how to explain it. And to be honest, it doesn't seem very appealing to me. It doesn't seem like something I want to try. But if you want me to try, leave it down in the comments, and I will definitely make a whole video trying galaretka for the first time. And probably I'll ask some friends to also try it. But so far, I haven't had the guts to try it. I don't think it's something that I kind of want to try. But I do want to try just to say, okay, I try it. But I've seen it many times. Never caught my eye. I've never asked anybody else to try it. Anyone who visited me, I never asked them to try it because I don't know. But if you're Polish, let me know. Like, is it good? Is it really good? Like, is it something that you really eat all the time? Like, what do you think when you eat it? Like, what does it taste like? Because I've never tried it, but like, I'm very curious if people actually eat it. But it's a really interesting thing that you guys eat in Poland, actually. And to be honest, I didn't want to finish the video without also mentioning koperek. Koperek is basically dill. In these 8 years, I've learned some of the language. I have survived winter. I kind of married into the culture, but koperek... With koperek, we're still at word. Like, why is it everywhere? You order pizza, they put koperek, they put dill. You order salad, there's dill in it. You breathe in a Polish park in May, you smell of dill. In Peru, we have cilantro. Cilantro for me and for us is like a hug. Dill for me is like a hostile takeover. It tastes to me like a mix of soap with grass. Like when I see a beautiful plate of young potatoes and someone comes out with scissors to snow dill all over it, it literally breaks my heart, just a little bit. It's probably the only thing that I will never Janusz my way into liking, to be honest. And to be honest, there are some other interesting kind of dishes and food that Poland has that maybe I'll make another video, because like you will lose your mind over these dishes. Like, it's like, what is going on? But wait, before you go, I just want to say that we hit 1,000 subscribers. Actually, we surpassed the 1,000 subscribers now, and this is a huge milestone for me. We're growing, and it's all because of you guys, and by you probably I mean the 5 people that watch these videos, but I don't mind. I'm sorry, that's my cat's litter box cleaning itself. Let's just wait a little bit. Miłość Zakopanem, pam pam pam, z szampanem, pam pam pam. Thank you. We're literally growing, and it's all because of you guys. Even the ones who told me in my last video that I'm wrong about the mayonnaise that I chose. But I have a question for you guys. What is the one food that you will never ever eat, no matter how long you've lived in a foreign country? Or if you're Polish, tell me why I'm wrong about koperek and dill, or tell me why I'm wrong about galaretka. Let's start a new war in the comments. I want you to define galaretka and tell me why I should try it and why any foreigner in Poland should try galaretka and also get used to dill. But that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions on what you would like me to talk, maybe about Poland or just living abroad in general, leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much. Hasta luego. Do zobaczenia. Nos vemos. Bye.